What's up, guys? Built from scratch. We're here to see our boy Beto from Betos Tacos. Absolutely amazing. 20 different varieties of tacos. Very traditional, even like buche, lengua, tripe. Tacos you don't see anywhere else. We're going to go see our boy. Let's check out this story, which is absolutely amazing and remarkable. Built from scratch. Let's check them out. Guys, welcome. Built from scratch. Another session here. I'm here with Roberto from Betos Tacos. Thank you for having me, brother.
Well,
this
thank
is
you so much.
an amazing, guys. You guys are in for a treat. What an amazing story this is. A Mexican, American born, Mexican raised, and then American made. Right?
That kind of crazy. It's like, where are you from? I don't know.
A mix of everything.
Right. Mix of everything. So we don't know really when you said, you speak English? Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah. Spanish? Yes, a lot.
So
this is kind of crazy.
Thank you for having us. Roberto has 7 restaurants with Betos Tacos, has an amazing story. So how did this whole thing start? Were you always into food? Were you not into food? Like, did your parents have restaurants? Because you were just to kind of sum it up, you were born here in the States. At 3 years old, you go to Mexico.
Right.
Your parents came here for business, but they had you here, right? As for an opportunity, like most of our immigrant parents, for an opportunity, they had you. They did well, and then they went back to Mexico.
Yeah.
And then you were raised in Mexico, right?
Yeah. Yes, that is right. We never choose what we born, right?
Yeah.
And then, which is great. And a lot of point, right? They have a lot of opportunities here, but also my parents, they see the opportunity back to our Mexico and get, his dream go through it.
What part of Mexico? What part of Mexico?
Michoacán.
Okay.
So maybe I will speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Because sometimes
I'm from Miami, so we speak Spanish too.
To be Spanish. So sometimes like, what?
Well,
this is a new language, right?
Yeah, okay.
So they go back and I'm raised over there, and it's a child, right? In this small town, right in Michoacán, Mexico.
Okay.
And I see it, and people ask like, hey, what coming from your food, right? Why do you fell in love with your food, right? Besides because I love eat, right? So why? Well, my grandfather, they have a small, they call cenaduría, taquería. Right now it's more fancy.
Cenaduría.
Cenaduría.
Okay. Like cena, like dinner in English. Dinner, okay.
It's like cenaduría, that means, what does it mean? Like dinner and store dinner.
Okay, yeah,
like store dinner, right?
yeah, okay, the translation.
So transition. So I'm a child like 6 years old.
Okay.
Maybe something like that. And my parents, always, and our parents, in our Latino community, that you have to be helping your family.
Okay, yeah.
So, and
we have no choice.
Well, part of it, right? So when I make something,
you live under the roof, you got to work, you got to do whatever we want you to do.
Pretty much. You wear shoes, you have to work for it.
Yeah.
So that's what we do, right?
Okay.
Until now.
Yeah.
And then, on weekends, Saturday and Sunday after the school, hey, you have to go to help your grandfather. We have this time is the small restaurant, kind of restaurant, like 4 tables.
Yeah.
Right in the corner of the store. And I see my grandfather do some tortas and do some tacos and a little different style, tostadas, and different style, right? But then I really know this thing. What is it? I know I see it because I eat it.
Yeah.
I have money. They have maybe 2 pesos or 3 pesos, for help them that the evening. But also the eating part, wow,
How old are you at this point?
Like 6 years old.
Oh, so you're 6. Oh,
Yeah,
so it's
like
like go help out grandpa
help
and go do it.
And people
At
sometimes
Michoacán at that time, was it a small town?
Yeah, but the Michoacán is a big state, but they have the different cities.
Okay.
Near to the capital,
Okay.
Morelia.
Okay.
And then
Is that where you were in Morelia?
Right? Uh-huh.
Okay.
So a small town they call Ciudad Hidalgo.
Okay.
Right? So it's a small town.
Okay.
And then I said small town, but it's kind of
big,
city,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
The small town, city. And so after the school on Fridays, I go to help my grandfathers at like 6 or 7, and then they work from like 6 p.m. to like maybe 10:30, right?
Okay.
So they sell, the product on the weekend. He opened, like 6, 7 days a week, but only help a weekend because I go to the school. So, but for me, it was
you're also 6 years old.
Yeah, 6 years old. And, here is now when people, hey, this kid, they were 6 years old, maybe they're slapping him, right?
So that was your first taste of food. That was your first taste.
Yeah.
Was mom a big chef, or was there a lot of cooking done at home or not?
Yes, my mom was my inspiration.
Okay.
Since I'm still a kid, right?
Yeah.
My mom, when I have days off or in the school or a vacation, they take to the mercado, right?
Yeah,
They
to
go
the plaza.
Plaza, mercado. I see, here is very, my kids now, when they see a chicken hanging over there, oh my God, it's scary,
And the plazas in Mexico are impressive because they're really nice, kind of like in Colombia. They're, colorful and like every type of ingredient and product.
Yeah.
They let you taste it. Like, here, you want this. And like you say, heads of cows, chickens hanging, livers, like all kind of crazy
is
stuff.
crazy. People say, oh my God, this is not just crazy.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
It's a kid. You're not terrified to see a chicken hanging there, right?
No.
Like,
it's a norm.
normal.
It's a norm. Yeah, it's a norm.
I want the chicken. And our reward.
So
to go to
mom would do that. Mom would do that. And you would go experience with mom.
Yeah, with
Are you
her.
one sibling, or you have other?
No,
brothers
I have
and
my
sisters?
family. We 6 or my brothers.
Were they also kind of going, or it was mainly you that would kind of stick?
I'm like crazy though. It's only crazy in the family to do.
Okay, you're the black sheep.
Even in the school.
Okay.
Even in the school.
Okay.
And I can tell you why. Right?
Okay.
So we went to my reward to go to my mom with the mercado.
Okay.
And help with the bag, right? Because the kid helping you have to help the bag.
Oh, it was like it was a chore because you behaved bad.
Right.
Was that what it was like?
Yeah, right.
Okay.
And then he buy me a torta.
Okay.
Right in the mercado.
Yeah.
So I bought a torta to me like, wow, this is
okay,
amazing.
that's so
And
good.
good. So I want to always say, hey, it's gonna
Eating
who's
in the
gonna help
plaza is
me?
amazing.
Yeah.
No?
Who's gonna help me to go to the mercado? It was for I want that torta.
Yeah.
So this
That's
is the
funny
reward
how
point,
it
right?
works. Okay.
And my mom make all the salsas. Either way, now is the recipe. My mom's recipes on the salsas.
Yeah, these are your mom's recipes
right.
and salsas. Amazing.
So this is good. So.
I had
And
this one.
so by then, as a child, really looking, I'll be the chef. Sometimes as a child, you dream of being a pilot, or you want to be an astronaut, you want to do a doctor, all this stuff. I never think I want to be a chef. I want to be make some tacos, make people happy. I never think like that. Until we grown, right? Until my grown age and start to see the food is good, and I love it, I go to the school, and I have the rice hand all the time. In the schools, because, the small towns, and maybe in Columbus happened, is like people have to bring in something to sell and help the school to have it, painted the bar stools.
Okay.
I mean, the stool for the school, the benches and all that.
Yeah.
And now always the first one say, hey, we'll make the popcorn.
So you would always it's somehow some way involved.
Correct. Right?
Okay, so then this happens. Then you end up working with your parents, 19, almost till you're the age of 19, right?
Correct. Right.
But they're getting into, because you were telling me they're into the furniture business.
Yes, correct.
Right? But they weren't always into the furniture business.
Yes,
They
correct.
started off with the handle, then they're like, if we're only doing the handle, why don't we do this? Why don't we? And then they ended up becoming a big
company.
a big
Yeah,
company.
correct. My dad started, as a semi-entrepreneur, get it, a small factory business with 2-3 people, and they grow and start to make it one handle, and they said, why not make it a box for the handle? and they had a box, why not make it a whole bed? So the company's grown, and my dad he wanted me his successor in his business,
He wants you to take over,
Right.
but you didn't have the same mentality.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
It's something that, he said by then, even the food is like, I'll be a chef, like, no, really, but
You didn't know what you wanted, but you just
want-
know you didn't want
correct.
that.
And the same thing happened to my kid now.
Yeah,
He's like,
well, that's what I was gonna say. Are your kids don't want anything to do with restaurants?
Same thing. No. I tell him.
Now you're getting paid back. You're getting the payback from what you did to your parents.
correct. I mean, they happen all the time.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Hey, you want to meet the restaurant?
No, I don't want to
that.
go. Yeah.
Same happened to me.
Yeah.
So I take the adventures. You know what? Leg me back where I come from
Yeah.
and discover really. So that's
So when you're 19, I guess you don't want to be the successor. What happens at that point?
I'm very the guy. They never listen to my dad, right?
Okay.
So I said, I want to take my own journey, and I want to do it myself.
Were your siblings also working in the factory?
my siblings, everybody after that.
No, they're like, when you left, they
later, it's like rolled out. They
Oh,
say,
my
"You
goodness.
want to work it?" My dad just find out, he's coming. He's no longer with us.
Yeah.
But it's a great, and my life is
Amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Teach me a lot. And teach me, they work every day, working every day, the ethic. And then it's like,
Yeah.
In Latin America, we don't have choices. Like, you do it or you do it, right?
Yeah.
So my dad is, coming to be sick, and then finally he passed. He sell his company because.
But at 19, you decide to leave to the States,
yes,
right?
Correct.
You decide to leave to the States,
Yeah.
like without telling them anything.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, my goodness.
And we think that we know everything.
Yeah,
Because
no.
when
At 19, we know more.
my dad, he's old school.
Yeah.
He don't understand what I want.
Yeah.
He's, he have to be changed.
Yeah.
I'm in the good.
Which the same thing's happening now with your kids to you.
Same thing. Why you tell me how to be?
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I never think the life is like that.
Yeah,
Right?
it's crazy. It's crazy. Huh?
By then, I think I was a master.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The reality, I don't know.
No, we don't know shit. Yeah. So you cross the border to the States. You didn't tell them anything.
Right.
And then when you cross the border to the States, you don't know what you're gonna do. Like you just said, let's get there, but there was no plan.
Some friends.
There was no
say,
plan.
You know what? Why not over there? I have a family, and you discover, I have their, the blaze. They have it, no problems because I'm an American, so that's okay.
Yeah.
But you discover that shit here.
Yeah.
What can I do now?
Where do you go? Who do you stay with? How do you make money? How do you work?
And then I go to friends that have a car wash, and their family say, "Well, no, thank you so much. We don't need you guys." Like,
Oh my goodness.
God! So
that
now,
was where did you guys get into Texas or where did you guys
Fort Worth, Texas.
Fort Worth, Texas. Okay.
And now, what can I do? Three stupid guys, right? Like, what do you do now? What do you do? We don't.
So you went over with two friends.
Okay. She said no.
Okay.
So we don't have is where it's staying. They
No
have
money,
it,
no home,
money,
no-
no home, nothing. Just like.
Okay.
We're thinking that we know everything. Like, and now try to give me 100%. Let me call my mom because my dad's like,
Yeah, your dad's not gonna hear it. Yeah.
So like,
You're cut off.
what? Like, I don't know. So I candidly call my mother, sister, and Reno.
You're on in Reno, Nevada. Oh my
They say,
goodness.
"Hey,
Okay.
what do you do here? Like, I don't know, but like, you have the opportunity to stay in your house.
my goodness. So she said yes.
Yes,
Okay. So you go with your friends? You went with your friends or
No,
by
my,
yourself?
my friends start there, and then
and then they went somewhere else and
guys, they only accept one. So,
Oh, my
I'm
goodness.
sorry. We love you, but I want to try it
You
out.
still talk to those friends or no?
Just in
Yeah,
Mexico,
so-
they
okay.
go, and then of course now the grandfathers, and and it's
different
it's
paths.
different paths. They do something different. One is teacher.
Yeah,
Another I do furniture because
Alright,
the city. What I'm raised as a furniture city right now. So that's nuts.
So you get to Reno. And then I'm assuming you start working at a restaurant, which is typical. It's the ones that'll accept you, dishwasher, or is that correct?
Yeah,
or?
that's right.
Okay.
Latinos like, what can I do now?
Okay.
This is a job, cleaning or maybe landscaping something.
Yeah.
My
And Reno at that time wasn't a big city. It was a small town. Okay.
And maybe still is small.
Yeah, okay.
It's not so big, but
Okay.
yeah. So my aunts, they tell me, our husband, they say, hey, can you have the opportunity to chance working in this small grocery store, like tiny grocery store, like they work like 4 employees. That includes myself. So like 3 employees. That's a lot of Latinos then, years ago. And like 38 years ago, right? So. But I was like, what do you know? Like, I don't know anything. Maybe, but I can help you to cut some tomatoes and onions. But I know the recipe of my mom's salsa. Can I make the salsa for the tacos? Because this is one like...
So it was a grocery store and it had a little taqueria on the side. Okay, gotcha.
Now it's salsa, no senaduría, the taqueria now.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. That's right. That's right.
The taqueria was maybe like 3
super
feet
tiny.
tiny.
Super tiny.
Super tiny, And then I was working, and for me, was like, a challenge because I know my mom teacher, because... cut onions, but not professional.
Yeah.
But I tried the best I can, right? So
that was your first experience, like at like 19 years old. Like that was your first experience now, like with a knife, like in the kitchen.
Yeah, and a professional
in a professional kitchen. And then you were there for how long?
Oh, by 8 months, probably.
8 months. Okay, so you got an understanding of the basics.
At least I know how now I
to
chop
cut
it,
out
cilantro.
top onions. Okay, and cilantro.
And cilantro, and I cut onions.
And where do you
More
go from there?
professional.
What do that place didn't work out, right?
They're working out because they
went
closed it
bankrupt.
because bankrupt because you know a lot of Latinos like that, right? So I mean the business about business.
Not enough
and I say,
Latinos. Okay.
what can I do now? No English.
Okay.
Because the English no
Oh yeah,
injected.
you didn't know English. You didn't know
Right,
English. Okay.
yeah, because no inject. I'm still not.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
still not. But I cannot put like injection, like a shot. Like, oh,
Yeah,
let me speak
yeah,
English.
yeah,
now.
yeah,
I can't do that.
yeah.
So what can I do now? So I find out somebody they poquito español, right? And,
At a restaurant.
At a restaurant,
Okay.
and then he helped me to go into like Italian restaurant.
An Italian restaurant.
Like,
Okay.
dining, and then
So
they
this
wanna-
is
they wanna-
completely different again now. Like, so you went from Mexican food to culture, and then you went to an Italian.
Yeah,
restaurant.
And the hard part of is like nobody speaks Spanish.
Oh my goodness! Nobody in the
What can I do?
kitchen. That's not
There's
normal.
only guy that's speaking like poquito español,
Yeah.
And then like okay, poquito inglés. So
Yeah.
like, what can I do here?
Wow.
So what can I do here? Right?
How old were you at that point?
It's like 22, 21.
22. Okay. 21,
something
22.
like
Okay.
that.
Okay.
And then okay, so what can I do now? So why not go to school? That first is no chance to go to school because what is the priority?
Money
Eating,
and room.
cloth, and roof.
Yeah.
So I don't have a chance to go to
Yeah.
school, right?
Yeah.
And this is how I go to school and learn English. Like, yeah, what time? Or word or no food. You know, and then your family, they love you. But after like search time, like 2 months, like,
You gotta move out of the house.
yeah, me
Oh, your aunt.
Yeah, Migos. You find a room.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So Migo have to go.
Okay. All
We
right.
love you, but you
Okay.
love you, right? So
Okay.
you have to buy a place.
But you're working.
Yeah.
You're working.
I mean,
you're
you
working.
have to.
Okay.
So I'm gonna start to learn. My first dictionary was a walking cooler.
Oh wow.
You
yeah.
know, because the chef like, hey, more of these, más, other más. And they show me
With
the
the
celery.
celery,
Oh,
okay.
shit, celery. I go to the cooler and say, oh,
Celery.
celery shit.
Okay.
Celery.
Hey.
And
Yeah,
then
there was no
I start-
ChatGPT. There was no cell phones at that time. No.
There's no cell phone.
Nothing.
I remember the payphones.
Oh, the
Like, get
payments.
mom.
Oh my goodness.
50 cents, you
Yeah,
know,
oh my
75
goodness,
cents.
yeah.
Have 2 minutes to call my
Oh
mom.
my
Hey, I'm
God,
okay.
yeah.
You know,
Oh my God, that's
no,
hilarious.
my cell phone, why nothing. you
Yeah.
know? Even if I have something, I have to buy one.
So you learn the basics of the language and the kitchen. Like those were your first English words.
Yes.
Like literally, celery, parsley, cilantro, onions, garlic, carrots.
When I go to the restaurant, I was like, can I have a cilantro, onions, and celery?
That's it.
So
yeah,
I can
that's
serve in the
it.
plate, right?
Yeah.
Because
So-
I didn't have that.
So how long were you at that restaurant for?
By 2 years.
2 years.
Until I,
and then you so that gave you like the foundation. Like
Correct.
that gave you like an understanding of how a kitchen works.
and you know what? And also,
Was that a
not
big
only-
restaurant?
Yeah.
Was it a
Yeah,
medium
80,
size?
70.
80 seats? Okay,
80
cool.
seats, 70.
Cool.
So like, it's family, it's still family restaurant,
Okay.
right? Because it's not like chain restaurant. They
Yeah.
have all set up.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
corporate.
yeah,
It's like owned by one person.
yeah. Mom and pops.
Not in my restaurant. And then the chef, they come and see me. I like it. I'm a hard worker.
Yeah.
And I will never say no. If they, hey, I want you here at 6 o'clock in the morning, I'll be there like
You'll be
5:30.
there, yeah.
So all the time, I want to
Well, you didn't have a lot to do.
And I have a choice though.
Yeah, you don't have a choice. Well, I'm also assuming like in the back of your head, you're like, I'm gonna make this work because I don't want to go back to dad. Like the worst thing you could do is probably go back to dad and be like, and your dad's like, like I told you, yeah. Huh?
For me, it was more like really proud of the job, and I
Yeah.
want to tell him by that
That you made it, that you were able to move ahead.
because he knows I don't want to fail.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't want to fail because he know I've failed.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
He's counting on it.
Yeah,
He's counting on it. Yeah, that's funny.
This is
Yeah.
what happens. So I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
So for me, it's a challenge.
that's crazy how the pressure of our parents make us succeed in psychologically. Like it's like I'm not gonna fail. I'm gonna make it just to prove them wrong. And within that psychological, we succeed. You know,
Right.
It's crazy.
And you know what? When I call my mom, 3 minutes I have for like 75 cents. I call and my
Hey,
operator.
bro, you
my-
coming back?
Yeah, my operator, like, hey, my operator, hey, how's everything? Everything good, man, everything good. I go to Woodville to buy my shoes because they're gonna make money. Like, and then everything wonderful.
Everything's amazing.
Yeah. They know I'm like
Yeah,
to them,
yeah.
but they say, well, at least he's trying to make it, right?
He's trying.
Yeah, so I got a great relation with a chef there, right? And start to teach him more, and also take ownership because he was for me I see him as as my parent, right?
Okay.
We see I'm really hardworking. He say, I want to teach you more, right? We have to
So he
learn
kind of
English.
puts you under his wing.
Right.
But you have to learn English.
Yeah, you
Okay.
have to learn English.
So in the 2 years there, he takes you to another restaurant?
yes, he take me to the restaurant and say, hey, come in with me. I want to keep helping.
Was it bigger? Was it, what kind of food was that one?
By 100 seats, bro. But then now we changed to a different wall. It's a steakhouse.
Oh, steakhouse. All right. So you
So,
went from a little taqueria to an Italian restaurant to a steakhouse.
Steakhouse. And now
Okay.
I have a big problem. I need to learn how cooking a steak.
How to cook a steak, yeah.
Shit, you screwed it, you pay for it. Like,
Yeah.
am I scared? You know, they live nearby.
Yeah, kitchens back then were more rough.
Right,
Huh?
right.
Were rough.
Yeah,
man.
I mean,
Yeah.
those guys are army.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to try the
No,
pay.
and you
like,
pay. Yeah.
You pay when you
Yeah.
and then something
That
like that.
doesn't exist anymore.
And then
Yeah.
the time that how do you know the steak is being cooked? Like, get your hand on it.
Touch it,
When-
right? Touch it.
Where your hand? No, I saw not that way. I'm sorry. That way. Hard,
Yeah.
medium, this is
it's
medium,
crazy,
well,
right?
like, oh shit, I don't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, so here, you
It's
know,
medium,
rare,
it's
yeah,
well
like-
done, medium rare.
Yeah, you know.
And then you're supposed to go like this and figure it out.
You know, feel it. Yeah. No, now it's like
Yeah,
how a
no,
lot of
no,
tools
yeah,
and thermometers.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Now it's
No, and there were
easy.
thermometers back then, but nobody just used it. It was a
Remember
tough.
this?
It was a
They
tough.
leave the little thing.
Yeah. It was a tough. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so then you end up going to the steakhouse, and then how long are you there in the steakhouse
By
for?
2 years and a half, 3 years.
2 years and a half.
Yeah.
So now you get a whole. Now your mind
Right.
gets to
Get
another.
sent there.
Are you in this point like already like loving food, or are like is your passion hit yet, or is it just more you're just working to make money and trying to grow and trying to get out of the or has it already does the bug bit you?
I see it, you know, when I make a rice steak, right?
Uh-huh.
And people, hey, you want to talk to the chef? And I see the chef go around like, shit, what happened? And after, good job though. I thought,
Oh,
is it
was
right?
good. Oh, you did it good. Okay.
Oh, right, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job though. And, you know, start to busy and miss. And now I kind of be a master to cook steaks.
Yeah.
And the chef coming in it. Oh, good though. You know, of course, sometimes I make mistakes, you know, like, you over.
Yeah.
I'm not charged for this time. Next time I won't charge you. This is your dinner.
But on the good, it made you feel a different way.
And I started to take
That you
responsibility.
didn't feel that with the other careers or
Right.
jobs.
But also I feel responsible and also proud of the food I put in the table. Like, you know, I love this thing. And I say, oh, you know what?
This is different.
So I start to feel that if you be good in what you're doing, people appreciate that.
Yeah.
And they start to take it more love for what they do, right? And they start to change a little bit. I know we work for money.
Yeah.
You know, that's very important. But also when you put a plate together and it looks nice, and start worried about cleaning the plate, you know,
Yeah.
you start to take a pride of it. And then I come into expedite it and I tell, hey, that's stay wrong.
Yeah.
And they start like, you're like, what the fuck? You
Yeah,
guys taking that ownership, right?
Yeah.
And this is my kitchen.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you want to do that, you know.
Were you the only Latino at that time, or there was a couple more at the
they,
steakhouse?
they have it by then. They have one Salvadorian guy and myself.
Okay,
so
okay.
it was like 2 guys, right? And but you still like
Yeah.
11, 12 people. And outside, all the
American.
waiters, bartenders, is American.
But you
know?
could already get yourself around the kitchen. you
Yeah,
already know the
I know at least
ching down,
now,
like
yeah.
with the little words, and you could understand
I teach a lot of people.
Yeah, the English. How do you say this? How do you say? And it's all the bad words. It's all the bad words.
And they teach me a little more English.
Yeah.
How I say
Okay.
coffee and donuts.
Right.
Right.
But you're still a coffee and donuts. But you still don't know fluent. You can't have a conversation.
I'm still not for it.
Okay.
I'm still not for
No,
it.
you're talking perfect.
All
All right. So then you work at the steakhouse. What happens after the steakhouse?
You know, my friend coming to my friend, you know,
The
my
same
boss,
chef that took you from the first restaurant.
They say, you like adventures? And he said, because here's now. What you
How
want
old
to
is
learn?
he at this point?
He was older than me, of course, by 10 years older than me.
So he was like a
you know,
mentor,
my
also
mentor,
kind
right?
of.
You know,
took you under his wing and-
like 27.
Yeah.
It's like 37,
Okay.
40 something, right?
Okay.
39. And then we say, hey, you want to take it really right? Me and then say, what? What's the next? Go to Las Vegas. Las Vegas.
Oh, so from Reno to Las
Yeah.
Vegas. Okay, that's a big.
This is another serious. Yeah, just scared. I mean, what can I scare at this point? You know
Yeah.
what? Shit,
Yeah,
go
it's a
for
little
it.
bag. Una mole,
Yeah.
a little fruit bag.
You know, a little plastic bag.
Yeah,
you know, there.
okay.
So we tried out, we arrived, and then it started. And I was like, hey, do you have a job? Like, no job. Well, this is no job. So I can take it. Just, it's a lot of work over there. You know, a lot of people looking for
everybody's
you know,
looking for somebody.
somebody. So don't worry about it. We're going out. Yeah, we arrive at a little motel, right? These motels, and we start to knock the doors. Finally, you know, somebody opened the door for him.
And says,
And
let's
then
do it.
part-time for me, you know, they want the guy that have experience. And he said, well, you can have a part-time. Like, sorry, part-time. So see, no, you start looking for you, but you have to learn English. Like, what time? No English. I have to be working.
You have to work,
know?
yeah.
I mean, you used to be, you have to learn English.
Yeah. This is the guy telling the other chef telling you.
Okay. So by the work, and I started working in the casino to make a home breakfast, right?
Yeah.
In the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning. And because I needed money to pay, you know, the room.
Yeah.
So I need to find a second job.
Yeah.
In a deli, you know, in this, like in a deli, and what coming frustrated to me. And I get that when somebody asked me for a free drink. A free drink.
Dali, what are you doing? Just like
I'm a slice meat,
slicing meat,
and,
okay.
you know, like this.
Yeah, it was the
grocery
second
store,
job. Okay, yeah.
And somebody has like, hey, excuse me. I don't know what's in charge for the cashier, but somebody has rings hands like, well, then it's gonna have a free drink. I said, better not free drink, right? Can I get a drink? Like, shit. I'll give you the drink. And they turn around, my manager come in and say, did he pay for it? Like, excuse me? Did he pay for it?
Excuse me, with your
You're like,
broken
what the
English.
fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, I give you a drink. You have to be paid on. Like, he tell me, don't like, you want to fire me now, right? The spot. You have to be paid. Like, oh my God, I don't understand why I do it.
Well, you did
because
it.
I give you the drink for free.
Wow.
Now I charge for the drinks. I know that.
Yeah. Hey,
Now
yeah, you don't get the drinks free or
not anymore. No.
someone comes to the door and says free taco. You don't
No,
know.
free taco. And then, so what's frustrated, and that I understand I have to learn English.
Yeah.
You know, at least put myself. So I'm left from the job.
From the
Immediate-
deli, and then you start.
From the deli. You know, I keep in my part-time and ask for more days so I can, you know, balance, compensate it. They give me more days on the breakfast in the casino to cook some eggs, all that. So I'm gonna start to looking for a free school, you know, some churches they give free classes, but then that's not enough. So finally, they give me opportunity to go to school. You say, okay, you know what? Let me try to go to school. We'll start to learn a little more. At least
The hotel ends up paying for your school, right?
school,
So they gave you like a scholarship.
a scholarship.
And then typically when they give you those scholarships, you have to work with them for X amount of time, right? What was that deal? Like you had to work with them for.
They say, I want to help you. I want to be you. I know now you fell in love. You know, you always worry about you serving. I want to help you to go to culinary school, but also I want you to learn English.
Oh, so they also took you to culinary school.
Oh,
cool.
So there's kind of courses, right? That
Okay,
you got
yeah,
blocks of
yeah,
courses, 3 months,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
3
yeah,
months,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then 3 months.
Yeah.
But also you have together, you have to be for 18 months, go to all course in English, like course on cooking, English, cooking, English.
great.
Until like, okay.
Yeah.
So
Put it
now,
together.
at least now I know you're
So it was a year and a half.
Saltier.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Gotcha.
now I know how to say saltier.
Julian.
Yeah.
Now Juliana.
Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
So they signed me an agreement, a friendly agreement for 3 years to
For
stay
3
with
years.
them.
Cool.
To them to say, you know what, I want to help you. You want to help us.
Awesome.
And they
So
said,
you
"No
stayed the
problem."
3 years. You
Yeah.
stayed the 3 years.
Yes.
And did they go ascending you or you?
They sent me.
They
Of
ascended
course.
you. What was your position at the end?
Then
of
I
3 years?
finished to be a kitchen manager.
Kitchen manager. Okay.
Yeah,
And
to be
then
a
where do you
kitchen
go from
manager.
there?
And from there, I'm looking for wrong because I see now if you really put yourself.
Have you fallen in love yet or not yet?
Yes.
It already bit you
And you know why? And it's because
in
the
Las
food
Vegas.
Yes.
Okay.
The food returned a lot into my life.
Okay.
One, they give me school,
Okay.
education,
100%.
right? See, the people love what we're doing,
Yeah.
we're cooking. We say, what? You know what? I'm gonna score something special.
The food.
And every time you come in, the chef is like, give me an idea to
Yes.
give me this or plate it. Like, they take myself in to do this. Like, wow. And it's like, how the dinner? Oh, babe, I love it. Like, wow, I can do this for living.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
And rewarding,
Yeah,
of course, the check, better check, better check. Like,
And
that
you go
fulfilling,
ascending
right?
also.
Ascending.
Yeah.
So I say, this is what I need to do.
Yeah.
I changed life.
At what point do you think that was like 1 year in? That was like 2 years into the Vegas, or at what point do you think you felt like this is what I want to do the rest of my life?
I think when I want to scale to, I see the chef, they have these big hats,
Yeah,
right?
they have that big
And then
tongue.
they why and they
Yeah,
have stars
Their
and
name, yeah.
and they say I want one of those. I want
Yeah.
one of those. And they only said my boss, they said the only way you can have it, you have to love what you do. You have to
Interesting.
love it. And I said, you know what? I want to do it. I want to do it. And every day, every single day, I start working, learning, reading books. And I start to see this a whole entire world.
A different world, yeah.
And a full industry.
Amazing.
I want to do that. And I want to eat that. I want to eat and books and the whole thing. So I may start to feel, and I feel like, because I see the people.
Yeah,
I see you can change your life. So that's just coming.
And that even at that point, like already being like, you come from like, this was how many years were you in the States? This was 5-6 years later.
By then, maybe 8 years.
8 years. So you were 27,
Yeah.
20. So, okay. So I mean, but you've already had a hell of experience, like already in those 7
Well,
years.
never enough though, because I mean, you're thinking we know everything, right?
Yeah.
Everything, I know. I remember my beginning. I know how cooking the
Yeah.
onions.
Yeah.
I know anything.
Yeah, and then you go to the next one, it's like, whoa. And then the next one, like,
correct.
so what do you do after this?
I mean, my life is gonna be tricky and crazy in Las
So
Vegas because
it got crazy in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
really?
life's kind of fun
Okay.
because I know I own the world.
Oh, yeah.
I know how cooking.
Yeah, you're making
But
money now.
Yeah, but I know any shit.
But you started drinking.
Yeah,
Is
my
it a party?
I know a lot of friends. Now I speak a little more English. So I know señorita, right?
Yeah.
And then you know what? This is what I want. One day I was waiting for the bus because and Las Vegas, have to have a car, right?
Yeah.
Like in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I take the bus. I have my car,
Yeah.
I always keep it in the apartment. So I went one day, after all this craziness, with $1 in my pocket, I said, what the fuck can I do here? Because that's not what I want. I want to lose the food that already was there. So, I'm spending money last night. I need to work it again and again.
You drank all the money last night, the night before. And then you went, you could even pay for a bus.
And maybe, thinking I go to gamble.
Yeah.
The gamble machine, ring. So, I mean,
It just took you a different round.
never,
Yeah.
you know what? I don't. So,
But that's cool. That's cool how like you yourself said, okay, this is too much. Like
Yeah.
you didn't, it went overboard, but you yourself had the self-control to say, okay, this is too much. So this happens. And then that's how you get to Atlanta.
yes. So
Why Atlanta?
Why Atlanta? I my father have a brother here in Atlanta.
Okay.
And weeks ago, days ago, and at one point we contact and they say, hey, you want to come to Las Vegas and have a good time? And yeah, we'll have a good time. Okay, you come in. And they say, hey, one day, can I go to your house?
Yeah, like vacation. I might go out there.
I want to have again. And what's the history around it and around and back? I remember when I said my aunt, hey, can I use your house or something? Because
No, he already knew. He's like, you can't stay for long.
Right. And he said, yeah, why not? Just come to Atlanta. And the day I arrived in Atlanta, of course, know what I did now, right?
Yeah.
It's a big, huge shit. And I fell in love because I want the life. They keep it relaxed,
More
and
calm.
focus, and
It was more calm. Yeah.
and more calm, and all these, 24-hour
Yeah.
clubs, 24 hours clubs, and casinos and that.
Yeah.
And I called my ex-boss. I say, you know what? What happened if I take a couple of days off? They say, okay, if you don't come back in a month, maybe they don't give you a job though. Don't worry about it. I don't come back.
That's it.
So, but I come back from my stuff. No problem. I mean, we're really great friends. Like, you know what? We put it in
Go
your
ahead and
box
do
it. We chip
Okay.
it to you.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I have it at 3 pence.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. It fits in a small box.
Yeah, the small box gets get out. And then I
So you come to Atlanta, and then where'd you end up working?
Yeah, I'm
for your
gonna
first-
start to knock the doors, and I have the opportunity to go to the hotel here in downtown Atlanta. By then the brand Sheraton, and start again.
Sure.
All
And you
over.
started from the bottom, or you started?
We started as sous chef.
A sous chef, okay.
Yes,
And then how long were you there for?
It's taken a year and a half to book it a little more.
And then you went ascending a little bit.
I got to what? They sell the company.
Okay.
They sell the company.
And then where do you
And
go?
then I find another company. They give me the opportunity, right? So I go to Alpha Marriott,
The Marriott. And
the
Alpha
Marriott.
okay.
And then
You go in as a sous chef, or you go in as a just a cook, or what?
I was a sous chef again,
Okay.
pero I come in an opportunity because now I start to see the opportunity in the hotel industry.
With a Marriott.
With Marriott.
Okay.
See, they open up a positions to be the setup.
Okay.
I be the audiovisual managers and all that. So I start to jump in from say, hey, an opportunity to be a bank manager. Do you want to come in to try it out? You know, and put some chairs and table. Like, I don't care. I want to do it. I want to learn. And how about the salary? Same thing. Okay.
So you start in the kitchen, but now you start getting opportunity. Like you want to learn the other part.
Correct.
Like the front of the house.
Yeah.
Because you said your dream at that point was to be
F&B director.
F&B director.
Yeah,
okay. And you needed to know everything in order to.
You know, F&B director is nighttime.
It's
a
nice
big
guy.
ball,
Yeah,
right?
executive. Right?
So I want to be that.
Okay.
So same as like the chef, right? I want to be the hat.
So you started working what did you work?
I work audiovisual manager.
Wow.
I'll be the setup
Everything,
guy.
yeah.
I have the bartending.
Wow.
I have the banquet manager.
Okay.
You know, bank captain. So
Yeah.
everything. You know, until
Did you become the F&B director?
Yeah.
You became
later on, years later.
but not in that
No,
term.
not in that term.
Okay, so you came eventually when you came back, right?
Right,
Okay.
correct.
So how long were you in the Marriott for?
For almost 40 years.
How old were you at this point?
By 34, 34, 35.
Okay. And then what happens? What happens at that point?
Okay, I discovered something. They bring me my attention and a lot of my attention.
But you ended up opening a restaurant, right?
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So first, I saved some money. You know, I'm meeting my wife, by the way.
Okay.
I'm missing that point.
Okay,
Very
yeah,
important point.
so your wife happens at the beginning of Marriott,
Right,
right?
right.
The beginning when you started Marriott.
Correct.
Because
When
she
I
also worked there in another department.
In that department,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then you guys met,
Yeah.
and then that's where
Correct.
you guys got married
Yeah.
or started dating from there.
Yes,
Okay,
correct.
and then you guys open up
A restaurant.
A restaurant. You,
And then,
you just had the brilliant idea to open up a
correct.
restaurant.
Somebody didn't want a restaurant, and I was thinking like, oh, this is good. This is a affordable restaurant. It's a small restaurant, maybe
It's
like.
easy. It's gonna be on the side.
And I always say, hey, if you don't put your 100% of your life there, no do it, right? Sure, no do it. If you have really the brand you want to push it, no do it.
Yeah.
But we think like, no, I know how to cook.
Yeah.
You know, I can handle the remote control.
Yeah.
I can remote control,
Yeah.
and I can, you know, I know a chef, I know how cooking. And my wife says she's from South America.
Okay. Where's she from?
She's from Lima, Peru.
Lima, Peru.
Okay. And she said, I can make a fusion, you know,
Okay.
like Nikkei with Mexican cuisine. We have a small restaurant, mom and pop restaurant,
Okay,
20 tables. We can manage that.
Yeah.
A remote control, you know, I'm working in the hotel since the restaurant running.
Oh my goodness.
Stupid idea.
Yeah.
Not do it ever in your life. Not never do it.
And so you opened up the restaurant. Was it a success or a failure?
Done.
Done. Was that
1 and a half. I mean,
How
a year and a
long-
half.
a year and a half? You had it.
Year and a half.
Sucked you dry.
So I lose pretty much everything I have.
Everything you had.
Everything I have.
Oh my
I got me
goodness.
to not have gas in my home.
Oh my goodness.
You know, I need to really, I don't have to pay mortgage. So
Yeah.
I need to let it go the house.
Oh my goodness.
Almost got my divorce.
Oh
you know?
my goodness.
My wife, by then she worked for another company as
Yeah.
a waiter, right?
Yeah.
To help me survive. Like, what the hell I'm doing? I mean, and I want to rescue, you know, the restaurant.
Yeah,
so
you
I
wanna-
put my paycheck.
Oh,
I
my
paycheck.
goodness.
My
Yeah,
wife,
yeah.
not do it. And I
Yeah.
know I do it. But what's not a problem to do? The problem was not have a direction. I don't have the brand. I don't have that. If it was, you're not easy. I know how to cook that. That's not anything.
Yeah.
Even I have all this experience.
Yeah.
You know, my background is,
Yeah.
you know, I know running a bartending. I know that, but I can multitask.
Yeah.
The important thing in marketing, right?
Yeah.
What's the marketing? What's the marketing?
I'm gonna
You know?
tell you one thing. One thing I did notice when I first met you, we had that event that Gwinnett Chamber Mixer, and for the time the car parked, the branding. Then when we went in and you had your booth, like the branding on the outside, the papers, the linens, the uniforms, like I was like, damn, that's like the first thing I noticed about your company was you just had your branding was like on point. Like you just had everything from the beginning, like to the end, and that's the style, you know, which was
Right.
which was awesome. So that's one of the first things I noticed about your company,
Yeah, thank
without knowing anything about it.
Yeah,
you know?
and thank you so much.
Yeah.
You know, and but that cost me a restaurant.
Yeah, right.
It cost me
Yeah,
almost-
what a-
almost my
yeah,
divorce.
yeah.
Because I don't know this before. And then
yeah.
you learn with, you know, what you work in the ethic and everything, right?
Yeah.
And the brand is so important.
Yeah.
And what that was for me, it's a transformation. And no, I know if sometimes you fail, you learn, right?
Yeah.
But you accept it, but also you have to recover it and then do it, right? So, what happened that my wife and I is very frustrated. We're kind of working out.
You got rid of the restaurant and then
the restaurant, and I see an opportunity. I see a new brand, they come into Atlanta for the first restaurant, and they say Mexican restaurant, and they have like a kind of weird style restaurant, and they say,
because the typical restaurants in Mexico is the flags, the little confettis, the margaritas on the
correct, and that was totally different. Very like minimalist.
Yeah, minimalist. Yeah.
They have a like stranger curves.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? It's a Mexican. So I start to, check it out.
Yeah.
By then the computer now. Check it out. Oh my God, those guys do very well. Wow. So I go to the restaurant, I knock the doors. Hey, you looking for
What was the name of the
managers?
brand?
Everybody knows they're serving bowls. So I don't know what it's good.
No, you said Chipotle,
right?
Chipotle, yeah.
And then
And it was the first one in Atlanta.
the first one in Atlanta.
Okay.
Ryan Roswell.
Yeah.
And wow, I see it. The transformation, everything, like how faster and
How it's
also
working, how
consistent,
simple is it? Yeah.
simple marketing, And I start to fall in love with that. You know what? I want to be 100% my life there, and later on, I'll be 100% for them. I work for them for like, 7 years.
So you go there and you apply. But you're already at a high level in the Marriott.
Yeah.
So what do you end up doing for them?
I work 2 days.
You work 2 days, but what do they offer you? Were you a manager there? Were you a crew member?
Right.
So you worked from the bottom.
Right.
How much were they paying you there?
And then 725.
720. So you started from the bottom.
Yeah,
That was money.
yeah. This is
So,
special,
but you only started working 2 days a week,
Yeah, right.
which is brilliant because
Yeah.
you also started learning, you started observing, you started kind of seeing a lot of things. And then you did that for how long?
Yeah, we do. So maybe 8, 9 months.
For 8-9 months, just for 2 days a week, because you had your full-time job in the Marriott.
Full-time. I have a lot of responsibilities.
You
and
picked up
also
some shifts if somebody needed or whatever.
correct. And
Okay.
sometimes when I cover some shifts,
Okay.
and I come to see it, a different world.
So how do we get from so then you end up there? How do we go from, because you went from the Marriott and then working full time to Chipotle, right?
Right, correct.
So how did that happen?
That can happen. One
because,
day,
because you weren't making like anywhere near what you're making in the Marriott, so they offer you.
Well, I'm learning, a master, and in the grill, in the front and back, and then one day they see me like, oh, you master everything, and then when you come full time for us, like, well, it's not money though, I cannot survive. And well, they come in the opportunity, say, well, we're gonna help you, and we wanna teach you, and we wanna offer, and then they say, okay, we put an offer, says, well, put a little more extra. Right? I can be 100%. So they put an extra and be a manager. So I come in to be a general manager in the Chipotle. Then I come in a general manager, and then open the opportunity to expand it. Chipotle is like an expansion.
To open up the second one in Atlanta.
Correct. They go to Plaza Hill to expand
But
it.
at this point, you told me your wife was also like, your wife was working still at the Marriott. You tell her you have your firstborn,
My
right?
firstborn.
And then you tell her to leave, and then she ends up going and starting to work also at Chipotle.
Correct.
As an attendant, right?
Yeah.
And she started
was
also
a
from
member.
the bottom.
She
Amazing.
can remember.
Okay.
She was a member.
So then you go and open up the second Chipotle,
We opened the second Chipotle.
and then but she stayed or she went with you?
She is saying that
Say-
at Chipotle.
'cause
and
you guys
they
couldn't work
belong-
together,
Yeah,
something, right?
correct. We
Okay.
can work, of course, the rules and the policy,
Yeah.
you can work,
Yeah.
couples together. But she's saying that she won with that. With
Okay.
Chipotle, she be also she wants to be a manager, and she start opening a restaurant like I am
Wow.
opening a restaurant. And we fell in love. Both we fell in love with this company. We
Okay.
fell in love because they treat us like excellent,
Yeah.
great. I mean,
The
we
culture.
are with culture. I love what these guys doing.
How many
I
Chipotles
know-
did they have at this time?
They have a 179 by 80.
179 already.
right?
Oh, this was 180. The one in
There was
Atlanta.
an 80 or
Okay.
something, and then they start to roll in, and then
So
they
you were
come-
so you were in Chipotle. So you end up opening the other one. How much time were you there in that one before the thing starts getting
they have
crazy?
3-4 months, and
3-4 months.
3-4 months, and they start to grown up. And then I asked my boss, "Hey, I want to be part of the SWAT team. I want to be open a restaurant. I see all this. I love what I do." And they start to open restaurant, and then 1 and 2 and 3 in
'Cause
Atlanta.
So the
hey,
SWAT team, just so The SWAT team was a team that would go in and open the restaurants. They would just send you guys to open up restaurants.
Yeah.
How many restaurants did you end up opening up?
I don't know, 60, 70, I don't
60,
know.
70 restaurants. So it was a lot. It was a lot.
A lot.
Wow, that's a hell of an experience. And you're opening one every month.
Pretty much.
Every month. Boom,
Yeah,
boom,
I've been
boom,
staying
boom.
in Tuscaloosa in Alabama.
Yeah, so you opened all
North
over the different
Carolina,
regions, different
and
states.
you know a lot of people,
Yeah.
and I fell in love. You know, these big lines when they open the restaurant, the craziness.
Yeah,
and
amazing.
What is it that? So I see it when really you're passionate of what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
And I see that because I see Steve, former CEO of the company, how passionate he had for this product, you know. And I said, you know what? I'm well connected with the brand.
Yeah.
You know, and I see that. And always say, you know what? When I have one restaurant, I want to put that one into it.
At any point, did you feel, because this was very Tex-Mex, right? Like Chipotle is very
correct.
So at any point, you're like, but it's not authentic. It's not, like, did that ever?
A lot of times.
Huh?
A lot of times.
Because they call it Mexican, but like in you're born like in the plaza and the sub, and it's like Mexican. So did it have any contradiction or any
Yeah,
like?
I mean, well, that's why he do it, right? And what he loved to do it, and I respect that, and I see that. But internally, you see that, what
But
happened?
the culture, the business, the whole thing, like.
What happened if you do, for instance, like type of different salsas, both cilantro and onion versus pico de gallo, and sour cream and cheese?
Yeah.
What happened if I'm exploring that situation with this concept, you know? But, you know, you work for a company, you put 100%.
Yeah, no, and you're loving the culture, the whole vibe. Yeah,
I mean,
very different.
I say, I have one of the best moments in my life to work for them. I mean, I'm still in one of the big companies. So
this gets crazy. 60 restaurants. It gets up to here, and then you have the second. You said you have the second. The second boy, the born, right?
Yeah.
But your wife was still also going up the ranks in Chipotle.
Yeah.
So you have the second boy, and then then you tell her
they stay
stop.
home,
Yeah,
and I need to work.
but you leave Chipotle because it was just too much.
I mean,
after how many 6 years?
Yeah, 6 years. After
How
this,
old are you at this time?
By say 37.
Okay, 37. Okay, 37, 38.
You know, I mean, like, you know, I never see my kids. I never see my kids. My family.
How old are your kids at this
know,
point? 6, 7 years old, or
around
more?
like 11, 10.
Okay, so they do they understand. They understand.
They understand
Okay.
the problems
Yeah.
they have, you know. And always, it's still today, like, Dad, you never home. I don't want to work in your business because you're never home. You know what? And I said, yeah, but we pay for the shoes, my friend. So you want a Nike? Right? I'm sorry, but you want these shoes? You have to work, right? Somebody has to work, right? So and it is like, you know, they need my president at home, and
So you leave Chipotle.
and I say, thank you so much. You know, I was
amazing,
really
a blessing,
heartbroken for me. And it's a relation because I learned a lot of stuff, right? And not only that, you know, a lot of my career from the guy that my uncle teach me how to cut the correct onions, chop the onions to the last person I work for, right? Everybody has your own, you know, your own dream, and
you
also
pull something from
know,
each.
for me, right?
Yeah.
And I think so. Whole is mix my business, I'll mix it up, everything in order. And I say, you know, I decided to say, my boy, you know, it's enough. And thank you so much. I love it.
You ended up going back to the Marriott, right?
I go back to the hotel industry, Holiday Inn.
Oh, Holiday Inn as a
F&B
F&B director. All right, so you made it. So at this point, you made a F&B director, but with all this ton of experience, like and I mean, your mind is probably going crazy.
Yeah, no, at least I have a less experience to rolling burritos. You know, like crazy.
How many burritos have you rolled in your
I
life?
don't know. I don't know.
You have to teach me how to roll a good burrito, man.
A million, I don't know. You know, we have these openings, this is craziness, and just rolling.
Yeah, thousands of burritos in the grand opening.
You know, they have it, even they have it in this years. They have it this year, they have it, they call how I know roll.
Take
it all way.
That's a good one.
You know, and you know, coming with that, and I want to be return to the world as hotel industry. And
Are you already when you go back to the Holiday Inn? Are you already at the point that you're like, okay, I want to do my own thing, or you just kind of want to like relax a little bit because it's been so crazy for the last 6 years that you want to just kind of take a back seat, or
you know, it come in the opportunity too. You know, I always I'm looking for opportunity, right? So I come in the Holiday Inn, and as a F&B, you know what? I want to stand, kind of relax. But somebody say, hey, you're a private chef, right? You can do a private chef. They say, yeah, why not? I can do anything. Okay. And then they say, okay, some stuff for cooking for people. They say, hey, you're Mexican. Why not do some tacos?
Tacos, yeah.
And I said, if I do tacos, I need the real tacos. And I don't think so you want to eat.
Yeah.
What's a real taco? Well, tacos is meat, cilantro, onions, and salsa.
Yeah.
When you make some of that,
Yeah.
I mean, whenever you want. So I start to see my clientele right, on the side and try to as well gather it, right?
Yeah.
Cooking real tacos.
Yeah.
You know, and then try the real Mexican cuisine. And a little, you know, and I put like maybe a little extra sometimes because then with the salad.
And when you started, you're talking about now Betos Catering, right?
Betos Catering.
Betos Catering, which
Yeah.
that's how this whole thing started.
Right. And even they call fusion because I have fusion, right?
Okay.
And then you say, why? I need to change the name, you know, because people are more coming to more popular the tacos
Okay,
I
yeah.
prepare, right? So I know it's like fusion tacos, right?
Yeah.
So and I need to find a name to get my catering, right?
Okay.
And I remember my dad, you know, always he called me Roberto, and that's my name, but really my name is Beto, and it's why because it's the owner of my dad. My dad
Okay,
says his
cool.
kid is Beto. My brothers, my family in general.
They call
is
you Beto. Beto, yeah, Betos. Okay.
Always, you know. And I said, why do you call Beto?
Yeah.
The people remember
amazing.
it's 4 letters, right? Beto.
Yeah.
It's
And you
simple
can
as
say it
that.
in English, you can say it in Spanish, you can say it in
whatever.
yeah,
Sometimes it's
Beto.
Betos,
Betos,
Beto,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
It's fine,
yeah.
you know. It's like before Chipotle, Chipotle,
Yeah.
and then they're like Beto,
yeah.
right? And because the simplicity of my name, the 4 letters, come in simplicity of my food.
Correct.
Meat, tortilla,
Cool.
salsa, cilantro,
Yeah.
and onion. That's
Yeah.
it, 4 things.
Yeah.
And this is what simplicity is, right? So when I come into that, it started becoming a popular. And I go on my side and my free time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's very crazy, you know. People
And it's
coming.
catering, so it's not
Catering.
like a restaurant that you have. It's just
Correct.
when they book it, then you could just organize yourself
And
for that.
I had in my brother and somebody else, you know, to get and deliver the food
Okay.
and prepare the food overnight. Sometimes I cook it overnight. In the morning, those guys deliver, prepare, and then deliver it, right? They start to promote it.
So as you're
Facebook and
so as you're
something.
working as a F&B director, this Betos Catering is growing,
Mhm.
and then you have at that point you have you told me 6 vans. And how many years were you in holiday? Like how many years did that take develop? That was over 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. This coming over 4 years, and then because I started Holiday Inn, and
Because
then
you were
the
37,
owners,
you said 37,
Yeah.
38.
and the owners of that property, they bought another property, and
Okay.
I know experience in the standards,
Yeah.
because with my background, right, all working in a corporate role,
Yeah.
and then the owner buy a hotel, and we need to turn it to Crown Plaza brand,
Okay.
and he say, hey, I need your help. You need to move it to Peachtree City
Okay.
to turn this hotel on the brand.
Okay.
And he said, oh my God, okay. So what am I catering? Okay, I need to really looking for maybe somebody help me out. So my wife said, hey, can you leverage your job? I said, no. Well, no. We have like 2 bands, 3.
Yeah.
So my brother, can you help me out? I said, it's fine.
So your brother, but your brother was already living here, or you brought him from Mexico?
No, he let me, I'm here.
Oh, he's already living
Yeah,
here. Okay, yeah,
right.
okay.
So he started to take it over. He left his job, and he, a control, a small control, and little control, and for that. And I live in Crown Plaza, Peachtree City. Great, but I start to see my company grow. 4 vans, 5 vans,
6
6
vans
vans.
for
And
the catering part.
Catering part. And I'm crazy. Sometimes they say, I need a catering. Oh, I'm so loud. No, I'm so
Yeah,
loud. I'm
yeah.
working over
Yeah,
there
yeah, you
in my
just
right
can't.
business,
Yeah,
like in
yeah.
management. So I worked for like 3 years, a little more, and then to like one day almost have a car accident because I live it right in North Atlanta, right, and Jost Creek, and I drive in 2 hours a day, 2 hours a
Wow,
back.
busy. Yeah, crazy.
Like my
Traffic
catering
and
overnight.
times, yeah.
I never sleep. I
Yeah.
burn out myself. One day, almost I kill myself.
Oh, my
you know,
goodness.
I take
In an
out-
accident,
in
yeah.
an accident. You know, I see almost, I breach like, oh my God. Thank God, I'm
you're good,
here,
yeah.
and I need to take a decision. And I said to my wife, hey, you know what? I want to quit. Like,
Quit.
what?
Oh my goodness.
You're crazy? Yeah, I want to quit.
Well, she had the fear of the failure from the other restaurant.
Correct.
And there was a lot of fear, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
And you guys were already kind of comfortable again.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
we have my job.
Yeah.
Making I get
Yeah.
a decent amount, right? And brought my catering,
Yeah.
so I'm food.
Yeah.
I'm good. We back. We have a house. We have our own car
But
again.
the driving was heavy.
But you know what? They said no. The driving is heavy and it's
So
crazy.
you quit. You end up quitting, and then you end up doing the catering full time.
Correct. And they said, so why we leave catering? Catering. You think it's gonna be late? Yes, we've grown more.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's your choice. You know, we
She
have
was,
a
she was, she was, was she still working or no?
Yeah, she's still
Oh,
working.
She was still
in
working.
Cracker
Okay.
Barrel.
She was working like a
Cracker
part-time thing. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Barrel. Remember, we have 2 kids.
Yeah. 2 kids. Yeah.
You have to be.
Yeah.
Just the kids older.
Yeah.
More food.
Yeah.
Better
Better shoes, better
Don't worry
clothing.
about it. You're not
Yeah.
control. You know.
So
I
you
kinda
end
do-
up, you end up doing the catering, and then you didn't want to open up a restaurant at the beginning, but then you kind of saw a good opportunity again to open up a restaurant in a mall, in a plaza. This was the first one was in Swanee, right?
Correct.
And then you said you got there, and tell me a little bit about that. Like there was a Jersey Mike's that was failing, right?
Right.
And then you wanted 2 locations, and the guy wanted to sell you only 1.
Yeah.
And then why 2 locations?
I mean, I went to a spot. You
Two
know, was
spots,
in the
yeah.
office.
Yeah.
It was a Jersey Mike, and then, but I come in because people say, when you open a restaurant, I say never.
Yeah,
And that
yeah.
was my friend. No.
You need a catering facility. Too.
Also, we scared about the failure before. you know?
Yeah.
And I said, all the time, I bring it to my attention. My wife said, no, I'm divorced, you do it. But they said, no, please give me opportunity. We better and we better standing.
Yeah.
Now we survive with the catering.
No, and you have a better
Also-
understanding, a
Right.
better everything.
So if it not work, we have the kitchen. So the Jersey Mike say, guys, you know, the broker, he said, what is it? Oh, you know, Mark Jackson made it. You want this little spot? You know, I want 2. Why 2? I need a lot of people here, and I need the parking lot because it was empty. This guy's crazy. You know, he said, you're crazy, man. He said, I'm the chef. I'm crazy. Chef's crazy.
Yeah.
And okay, so coming to, hey, let me tell you this. I know how to make the tacos. What tacos? It's Mexican. Nobody knows these tacos.
It's not gonna work.
Nobody knows. They don't work. Please give me opportunity. He said, okay, let me make a beat for you. 8th, my first day opening here in Swanee. It's a line and pack. You need to come in 30 days and pay for your lunch every single day for 30 days. If you're not, I cross the finger right on the table.
Yeah.
With I pay for your lunch for 30 days.
There it is.
Deal. What happened? Oh my
He
God.
came for
you know,
30 days.
He came for 30 days.
Every day.
Every
he
day.
came, for 30
It
days.
happens to me. What happened? I was my old company. I used to work in the burrito, the
Yeah.
Chipotle. Line of people outside.
These-
I don't know. Bliss, you know,
Yeah.
to do it. Impossible.
It was
People
your
like-
time.
Mid-time.
At what age were you when that happened? How old were you at that time?
39.
39. So,
No,
so
sorry. 49.
49. 49. So you were already like I mean,
Yeah.
it's never too late to start. Some people say that it's
Somebody kept
I'm
it.
40. You know, like at 49, starting from like not starting from 0, but like you took a
literally.
risk at 49 years old. It's never too late.
Yeah, literally.
Amazing.
There is like,
and then that was 2018, and then you end up opening your second one in 2019.
Correct.
Which is during pandemic.
Correct.
Because this one started bad, and then obviously it picked up during pandemic, and then you open up the second one, and then the second one booms, and then the third one, and then it kind of took off from there.
yeah, we said when people say, when you open the other one,
When you're opening, when you're at 3, did you say I'm gonna keep opening up more? Was that the mentality, or you were comfortable already, or what was the mentality? What was the mentality at that point, and what's the mentality now?
Yeah, I think so.
to
The
kinda wrap
mentality,
it up?
I was in the beginning, right? When I created a brand, right? They said, I want to stop it because now I have a brand.
Okay.
And I'm going to protect that, right? When I opened my first restaurant in 20, that way people see the brand and say, how many you want to open? Because the people think like I have hundreds, need a franchise. No. So that one coming to say, I need to keep it operating because it's something that people like it. So I come with the second one, the third one, the fourth one. And the fourth one is amazing because we went to a plaza, which is a fine plaza. You know, yeah, Fish Plaza.
Yeah.
You know, there's brand nice and Gucci, you know.
Yeah,
the
they're
brand.
nicer, yeah.
And then they put the tacos
Oh,
in
oh, is that the one?
Mexican
Is it
tacos.
on like a second floor?
Yeah, it was on the
and
third floor.
Okay, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
so that way, and then like, I see it. I have a lot of great people in my team, you know, and they have the same dream I am, and they engage, and they come in our culture, you know, and we love what we do. And I think so. Yeah, we're gonna stop it to do this. We have it 7 locations in 6 years. People also say that we not can open because I'm a small business owner. They could not can open a restaurant every year, and I prove we
That
can
you
do that.
did.
And I remember when people say you have to be speak English to accomplish anything,
Yeah.
and I said yes. And also the people that help me on the whole pattern of my life until like 49 when I started open my first restaurant. I say
Amazing.
everybody puts something in my
Amazing.
heart,
Yeah.
everything building a Beto,
Yeah.
you know, a Roberto. Everybody, you know, helped me to be here today.
Your dad would be proud. Your dad would be proud.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
You know, I never had it, you know, after years when my dad, you know, had the opportunity to be a chef, I give a hug to say, I made it.
Yeah.
I made it. And this is always, I feel.
Did he see you open the first one or no? Did he didn't get the chance?
There's unfortunately not.
Okay.
My mom, yes,
Your
my
mom
mom
is?
is still here.
Okay.
And I have opportunity, you know, they you know, like you, they
Yeah.
invite me to have it on TV or
Yeah.
people, and then they see that. But I know he's
watching.
he watched me.
He's like, you did it.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
it. And this is it's a change of life.
And
This has changed my life.
what's your end goal? Where do you want to end up, or why like if you have 7, you're comfortable, like why keep doing this?
I want to keep in this. I want to return to the people. I want to not forget where I come from.
Okay.
I want to return it to the guy. I want to teach the guy they cut the onions, the cilantro. I want to give it back my experience. I want to give the opportunity to have one of these restaurants to my people.
So when you say give back to the people, is your people, not the like you're the people that work with you.
Correct.
And train them
team.
and mold them and teach
Correct.
them how to own.
Correct. I'll be the
Betos.
owners,
Okay.
even the future owners of my company.
Cool.
And I would like to do that.
Okay. Cool. Interesting. Very nice. All right, well, Betos, amazing
No,
story.
thank you so much,
No,
Chef.
it's been
thank you so
amazing.
much.
Before we go, I want you to tell me what we have. Like, so what is Betos? What's the food? Because I see tortas, I see soups, I see tacos, I see and so I guess we can start with the tacos, which is more the original. And to me, it's as soon as I saw the menu, it was like I saw lengua, I saw tripa, I saw a beef head. You know, so those are like things you have like in the plaza in Mexico.
Right,
Or like,
right.
I mean, I toured a lot of Mexico doing documentaries also, and the food down there is absolutely remarkable. But like, I haven't seen a taqueria that has those types of meats here. So you have your traditionals, right? So you have carnitas, pastor, and then what's this one?
Cochinita pibil, but it's
Cochinilla.
new.
Okay, cochinilla.
Yeah.
Let. I mean, we can go trying and we can go seeing.
Yeah.
So this is el pastor.
This pastor, this is cochinita pibil, and it's a dish from Yucatan, Mexico that we celebrated Yucatan, Mexico. So we have 20 different tacos here in Betos. And
20 different tacos.
Because we celebrate a lot of my steaks in Mexico, right? And that way.
What do you mean when you say you celebrate?
Celebrate it. Every state they have Michoacan, they have a carnitas. It's becoming very popular for carnitas. Mexico City and Puebla, Mexico, there's the tacos al pastor. You know, the history about tacos al pastor, you know, they come in the Second World and they come in the Greek people and they all called shawarma. And we transform it to tacos al pastor, #1 taco selling around the world. Tacos al pastor.
Because you have the authentic, like,
Trompo.
the shawarma or
Right.
what is it called?
They call
Trompo?
it trompo.
Trombo.
Right, the trompo.
And what in
Trompo.
Spanish, what is it called? Trombo?
Trompo.
Trompo.
Yeah.
Como un
Spin.
trompo. Yeah, like
Spin.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
then,
the
so
cochinita
that's,
pibil de Yucatan, the peninsula of Yucatan.
okay.
They make it, you know, here, of course, different style, but we can, and the whole, and cover, and they cook it for hours. We put it in the oven here,
Wow.
cook it for a lot.
Excellent.
So, of course, the kind of tacos, the lengua tacos, the tripe tacos.
So which one's this one?
I believe it's asada tacos from the
Carnita?
north. Asada.
Asada?
Again, carne asada, like steak.
Okay.
And
And then these are the interesting ones,
Yeah,
right?
the
These are the
tripa.
different. Tripa? What's
Lengua.
it? Lengua?
and then now we have it, you know, pork belly.
Pork
You
belly.
know, we
Okay.
call chicharrón in Mexico.
Okay.
Chicharrón,
But is
right?
it crispy? Is it fried or is it?
This is we bake, you know, in own juices. You know, it's just super good.
You bake it in the oven,
In the oven.
in liquid.
You know,
And-
I wish we could put it in the ground.
Yeah.
The own liquids, and then it's amazing. You know, we create a torta because it's very popular in Mexico. The torta we call this is a fornado. It was fornado because a lot of pork on it.
I'm gonna try the lengua.
Yeah,
My
this is
father,
good.
I grew up
Haven't
eating
had it.
lengua. My
Yeah.
dad makes some of the, because it's very difficult to cook lengua. Like you have to
Yeah.
peel the
Peel
piece
it and
out.
make sure not overcooking because
Not
it's gonna be mushy.
Or yeah.
Yeah, so this is what we're looking for, right? And also my restaurant is very unique because I want to transform, you know, the little store in Mexico on the street. Well, that's what look at my restaurant. When you're my restaurant is like in a little store inside. So like little books inside, right? People say, why are you making industrial style or make it like look like container? I try to convert what it is in the street of Mexico with, when you open, ready for business, close for business, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we do like, right? So I try to, it's hard to get everything there here, right? But the ingredients are, I try the best I can accomplish.
To make it what it is.
Right? For instance,
And why do they call it torta? Do you know or
torta,
no?
yeah, torta.
Why do they say torta and not like a sandwich?
Well, okay, torta is very unique, and this is coming to ancestor, right? Because before there's a bolillo, they call bolillo.
Okay.
Right?
To the sandwich.
And I don't offend nobody, but then before it's a torta because it's gordita.
Because it's a little bit big. I didn't know that.
Feeding that, and now we open in a half.
Okay.
So before in the bolillo, what is the same bread? They open only on the center.
This goes like this, and then
Right?
you just kind of smush it.
Yeah.
So the bolilla is
The bolillo, this is a little bread, like a type of French bread, right? And they open right, you squish on the center, and refill it with everything you have at home. Just buy it. By the way, my mom, the kid, they put some frijoles, beans, and a piece of cheese, whatever cheese that, and then it's in your torta.
There's your
torta.
torta.
That
was the lunch.
That's the lunch.
Well, better than today's lunch than our kids. So this is like a Cuban torta, is what you call it, or what was it? Was this
No,
called?
that called fornado, and there's a fornado. And there's a order to a customer. When we open Betos Tacos, we say, actually, these sandwiches or this torta, and I say, hey guys, who would like it to put a name on the torta? And one of the 1,000 people say, we fornado because it made it with pork, ham, chorizo.
Like a big bag.
Big bag.
That's awesome.
This is what we created.
And is the bread? What's the difference between the bread? Does it have to be a specific bread? Does it have to be?
Yeah,
because it has to hold with all this.
Correct. They just
the juices and everything.
The juices. One of the important bread for bolillo or telera, bolillo telera.
Do you sell those here too, or no, or just mainly tortas?
Now of course I'm looking for to do my pro better, and now they bake for us. Like a company, we find a company that
bakes your bread for you.
Yes, correct. No make it mushy, so they will put the juice of the meat, they go through it and it fall apart. So this is the big thing. Have to be the bolillo, have to be toasted, have to be crispy, but also have to be holding the amount of meat and food is inside.
That it holds.
Right. So
it doesn't go all over. I just took a big bite and it held great.
Yeah.
So and then these are your mom's sauces too, right?
Yeah, correct. This is my mom. This
so
is,
what's
we have the green salsa tomato.
That was awesome.
Yeah, this is
Tomatillo?
Tomatillo, but we call it green avocado salsa because it's made with real avocados.
Okay.
Blended avocados, jalapeno, cilantro.
Okay.
Right?
Amazing.
We have this morita salsa.
Is that spicy?
This is habanero salsa.
So this is habanero.
Habanero.
So I'll have that one last.
Yeah, and this is called char morita. This is my favorite salsa.
It was very good. What is it?
This is morita. It's a pepper.
Chipotle?
Like in a type of chipotle, but the sweeter portion of chipotle. This was spicy.
It's almost like throwing to a mole, but then coming back to something else.
Yeah, and then we put some couple of spice on it. They see like in a sour type, right? And it's
Vinagroso,
vinegar.
Okay.
Vinegar or something,
It's very good.
We're missing one salsa there.
That's
I
okay.
think so. I want to
And then
you. They call it sniper.
Oh man, is it spicy?
No, this is Mexican salsa.
Okay.
We call Mexican salsa with tomatoes, onions, and something like that. We're missing one. They call it sniper. I don't know. Those guys,
Very spicy.
The staff not bringing it.
So,
But I know that was really extra hot. We call it sniper. A sniper is because you don't feel it in the beginning, and then like 2-3 seconds later,
oh my goodness.
they feel like, oh my.
Yeah, this
God,
one kicks at the end. What's this right here?
They call caldo tlalpeño.
Caldo qué?
Tlalpeño.
And what's that?
Tlalpeño because this is one of the part of Mexico, and it's the broth, the chicken broth with real.
Is this cheese or is this?
This is cheese.
Yep.
Avocados, rice, and they have a whole piece of chicken. My soup, they have to have a whole piece of chicken.
Oh man, it's
so
excellent.
like home, made
Excellent.
at home.
Wow.
With
casero, very.
Casero, yeah, and also with chipotle.
But is it spicy or is it? Am I getting it from the sauce?
No, it's a little bite.
It's got a little kick.
A little kick.
Yeah, but for Mexican, the little kick is like for us, it's like sweating.
It's jalapeno.
Oh my
It's a
goodness!
Chipotle.
Yeah, that's a chipotle in there.
And the cheese, avocado, and the rice, and inside.
So
and a lot of vegetables.
Is this typically like? This looks like for us like a hangover soup. Like if If you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
drunk one day, you come and have this
You
soup,
have to eat
and you wake up and it puts you back to normal.
There, you have to eat that.
Hmm?
You have to eat that. And you come in here to Betos.
It's excellent.
And also
Very,
we have
very good.
menudo.
Huh?
You know menudo, right? Tribe.
Yeah,
Menudo, the soup.
yeah.
Yeah, we have menudo.
We call it
Betos
mondongo.
We got mondongo, right? Yeah, we call menudo, here. And
I don't like tripe. My dad loves tripe.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
people.
I don't like the taste. I mean, I eat it, but it's not my. I won't go to a place to eat mondongo. But it's good. It's good. Man, the soup is excellent. And then what are these things?
Then this is called
flautas?
Flautas. Really, they call here in America flauta, but it's like taquitos.
Okay.
In Mexico, like taquitos dorados. So this is,
And it has like chicken or beef inside.
Yeah, correct. We put chicken, and then I like to put some salsa in the bottom. You can dip in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have a one.
Delicious.
But also, you can dip in your salsa verde.
On the sauce, and just pop it in.
Mm-hmm.
When it is like a salad.
In Mexico, we have tostadas. You have a tortilla, crispy tortilla in the bottom.
Yeah. So you kind of eat it like
And then
you eat it like a sandwich.
eat it like it that way. And then,
All right, gotcha. But that's a loaded tostada. We're going to Ensenada in January again. My wife's parents live up there. Tostadas, but all seafood in Baja California. And then this is
cubana.
a cubana.
Torta cubana.
So it's another torta.
Yeah, no, torta. So
that looks
egg.
also like a parnado. Oh my goodness! All right,
It's really funny when people say, what is the Mexican cuisine? Lettuce, tomato, pico de gallo.
the basic.
Yeah, everything. Right?
No, but-
Where's burritos on it? Okay, lettuce, tomato, pico de gallo, cheese, everything.
No, man,
You
it's
know,
awesome.
But
This is amazing.
this really is really our culture. This is what we do.
And then
Right?
we're drinking agua frescas, so you have agua frescas here.
We have horchata, we have
Horchata, so,
Jamaica.
yeah,
It
excellent.
all depends on the season, right? Tamarindo, hibiscus with Jamaica. Horchata, very popular, right? Of course, pineapple and all kind of stuff, right? So always,
Variety.
It's discovered. Mexico have a great culinary, right?
Yeah.
There's a great restaurants outside. There's a lot of opportunities,
And
to
it's
explore.
growing. It's growing, man.
Explore, right?
The
And-
food is incredible.
And also, different to, the school I bring it in, the Chipotle,
So you're gonna be the next Chipotle. The next Chipotle. But tacos, but tacos, the same format.
Yeah.
Awesome, man. No, Beto, I think it's been an absolutely amazing. I loved hearing your story. You telling the world about your story. It's remarkable. I'm glad we had the opportunity to do this, and I would love to keep seeing you grow and keep just continuing this journey, because it's a journey for all of us. Like, you already have, like, I think we started like your thick skin, like your skin's already thick. You've been through, and it's sometimes it gets easy, sometimes it's hard. It's not all lights, and it's not all happy, but through this journey, we learn, we grow, and it's amazing. So I thank you for your story. The food is absolutely amazing. I'm so happy we had the opportunity to do this again, and just thank you.
No,
Thank you
so
for
much.
sharing your
No,
story.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
Beto or
bringing-
Roberto. So people still call you Roberto, or they call you
No,
Beto?
nobody else.
Everybody, Beto.
Even my wife.
Beto. All right, cool, man.
Now when I said Roberto, I heard.
All right,
Yeah,
Beto, it is.
yeah.
So
Thank
thank
you.
you again, man. This
Thank
was
you.
a great opportunity, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Built from Scratch. I hope you guys enjoyed as much as I did. And Beto's in 7 locations across Atlanta right now, and growing.
Yeah.
And the catering.
One more. Smyrna.
One more. It's Verno. All right, guys.
Word.
Thank you. Till next time.
Bye.